Regulation of the downstream sector of the country's petroleum industry by the federal government in 2016 pushed the price of petrol to 145 naira per litre. The Minister of State for Petroleum insists the policy change in the oil sector is to increase and stabilize the supply of the product so that Nigerians can easily import it back to existing quality specifications and other guidelines issued by regulatory agencies. Several months after, citizens still have to wait for hours at various fuel service stations across the country to get premium motor spirit or diesel for their daily usage. Days to Christmas, and even after the oil workers suspended their recent strike, the situation remains the same. Long queues are yet to disappear at some stations in the country as the scarcity of petrol bites harder on the citizens.
I've been in the queue for the past 3 hours now, and I couldn't get fuel.
The product is now sold between 160 and above per litre in some places. Yet the people are left confused regarding the root cause of the problem, as the state oil company and marketers continue to trade blame.
It's not our fault. Our manager said we should be selling it that price. We are selling 150 now.
We visit a farm tank in the Apapa area of Lagos and discover that labor officials are preventing the loading of petroleum products, thereby compounding the problem of supply to Lagos State and other parts of the country.
We succeeded in bringing a product to ease the tension of scarcity in the country. Now, because of that, they now said before our truck can load, we should pay over 20,000 naira. Sabotaging the effort since Monday. Now, there is no product everywhere. In fact, you can imagine. Before now, if the PDT have not caused this problem, this is a depot that can truck out over 300,000 liters in 1 hour. So we are talking about, which means we can truck out over close to 5 million in a day. You understand? Now, these PDT are now sabotaging our efforts, causing and creating more scarcity in the country.
Our crew makes an attempt to reach the Petroleum Tanker Drivers Association in Apapa, but are turned back. Although the current fuel crisis appears to be beyond union activities, an associate professor of international law, University of Lagos, Dr. Dayo Ayoade, and an energy expert, Mr. Zakar Bala, speak on how best labor unions should operate to avoid holding the nation to ransom.
Any member of a company should feel free to join the union if they so wish. And at the same time, the union cannot impose itself on Nigerians to join their union at all costs. It is not in the interest of the union to hold back the entire nation. The numbers of the people in the union are less than a small percent of 1% of this entire nation.
A distributive bargain is the bargain where you win, I lose, right? Or I win, you lose. That is very dangerous. So anytime unions are after win and lose bargain, that will be bad. We should always talk about a win-win bargain. And the win-win bargain is the one you call an integrative bargain. You are part of it, I am part of it.
It's a festive period, but rather than enjoy the season, Nigerians are left to grapple with the difficulty of living without fuel to power their vehicles and homes, and are wondering when the queues will disappear from the service stations. The federal government has promised to ensure the situation is resolved this weekend. Whether that pledge will be achieved remains to be seen.